Am I the a-hole for getting a 26-year-old woman kicked out of our 25-year-old and under women's support group?
Interesting.
Oh, I mean, it is. She is 26 and does say in the name 25 and younger. So
Yeah.
You've got a point.
I'm spiritually 24. I get carded all the time.
I identify as 24.
I'm young for my age. People say it all the time. My college has these support groups where students can get help and support each other in the presence of a counselor. The one I attend is supposed to be for people 25 who moved to college and are going through the adjustment periods. This relates to moving. Most of the participants are, like myself, a freshman in college. There's one girl who is a graduate student, though, and she also just moved to this town for college. She was 25 back when the semester began, so she was allowed to join then. She mostly talks about adjusting to life here in this new town, trying to find a part-time job, and struggling with her imposter syndrome, and about missing her boyfriend, who is going to move in with her at the end of this year. But the thing is, since she's older, it makes me and some of the others who don't like to say it out loud uncomfortable that she's there.
yeah.
Oh my gosh. Please.
She's so much older, a whole 6 months.
But she's like a graduate student.
I just don't get your references. I'm sorry.
If most of them are freshmen, that is an 8-year age gap.
No.
I guess.
No.
They're all 25.
Oh, it's 25 and under. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
25 and under, yeah.
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 So if most of them are freshmen, that is 8 years. That's like almost a decade.
Yeah.
She's pretty much bones in a coffin at this point.
Yeah. 1 foot in a gray, 1 foot on a banana peel.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it just seems like she has a different issue with adjusting than we do. I honestly don't know why she bothers coming, since it must be clear to her that none of us can relate.
And none of us want her here. We all hate her. Hasn't she gotten the hints? We've thrown things at her. We've talked about her behind her back.
I couldn't imagine like opening up and like going out on a whim and like, I'm going to go join this support group, and then opening up to the people and being like, here's all my issues. And they're just like, get out of here, you old bag.
You're disgusting. God.
We don't relate to you. You're talking about season 2 of SpongeBob. We like season 12.
I honestly don't know why she bothers coming here, since it must be clear that none of us can relate, and most of us kind of find her issues are because she's in a different stage of life than us. Fair enough.
Fair.
Anyways, I discovered that her birthday was in December, which means she is now 26. So I already went to the counselor and told her about this.
That's petty.
The counselor said she was aware.
The smoking gun.
Like literally like, here's your birthday present. Here you go.
And this is the problem. They had an 11-year-old here. They had a little tattletale in this group.
They'd have no age minimum.
Yeah.
It's just under.
It's just under.
My counselor said that she was aware of it and that she had spoken to the 26-year-old. And she asked if she could be allowed to join until the end of this semester, which ends in March. I wasn't entirely happy with this, since they are breaking the rules. So I let the administration section in charge of the support groups know about this as well.
Wow. Biggest tattletale, and also just goody two shoes, but baddie two shoes.
Yep.
She's like, you know what she reminds me of? She reminds, you know, in Harry Potter 5, Professor Umbridge, who is like, these are all the rules that you have to follow.
Yes.
That's what she reminds me of.
I will not join groups under 25.
Yeah. Just writing it over and over. And the blood comes up, and then you're scarred forever.
The administration emailed her, and she doesn't come anymore.
Oh, no.
The counselor must also have gotten reprimanded for this or something, because the last session she made a statement regarding how she was sorry for allowing someone to violate our safe space.
What?
By turning an age?
No. Happy.
Hey,
That's like on her birthday.
Oh.
shouldn't have had a birthday. Should have been born on a leap year. That's your fault. She didn't say anything to me directly, but her statement, she said, was that she was only trying to help someone out and that's why she allowed it.
Oh,
I couldn't help but feel a little bad since, well, she's only 26 and she's also a new student here.
oh wow.
But at the same time, she was
Starts
breaking
listing all the
rules.
reasons why she joined the support group. She was in a new city. She was having long distance relationship problems.
Couldn't
She
find
did
a
have
job.
imposter syndrome.
Maybe we had more in common than I thought.
Season 2 of SpongeBob is pretty good.
Yeah.
Now, a couple of other students have mentioned how they miss her being around and arranged to hang out with her. I thought that this was weird.
They started her own support group and then excluded OP.
Good. I hope they did.
Whatever age you are, your age isn't invited.
Yeah.
I thought this was so weird since she's so old. Like, why is this 26-year-old hanging out with 19-year-olds?
That hurts my feelings.
So old.
She does hang out with people at her own age, but I still think this is really strange. So, am I the a-hole?
Yes.
Surely they could
Yes.
grandmother her in, right? Like, like there should be like you were 25 when the thing started. You should be able to go until
The end of the semester.
Literally.
That was reasonable. And I
That
can't
seems
believe
very
that OP
reasonable.
is saying, like, oh, I kind of feel bad now. She was, you went out of your way to make this happen.
Multiple times.
Twice.
Yeah.
Good God.
You should feel bad. You suck.
Yes. Yeah, you do.
Yeah. OP definitely sucks.
what?
Rules are rules.
Why have an upper age limit to begin with? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it should be open for all
All
students.
college? Yeah.
That's a
It
great
does
one.
seem like a strange stipulation here.
I don't know. There's an upper age limit on like the kids menus.
Not if you get real annoying when you're asking. If you really pester the waitress, they'll give you the 12 and under.
I'm going to try that.
No,
You can eat the macaroni and cheese.
you just have to have been eating that macaroni cheese from the time you were 11, and then you're grandfathered in.
Grandmother.
Yeah.
There we go.
Grandmothered in. Oh my God. Yeah. A-hole.
Insane.
Yeah.
It's so pedantic. Like 3 months. How much do you think you like grow up in 3 months that you're like, you can't be in this anymore?
Well, it is a
You can't
Pokemon.
relate.
It is a second stage Pokemon evolution when you hit 26.
okay, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're going straight from Totodile to Croconaw.
Your brain's fully developed.
Well, I heard you don't need support after 25. I think that's the rule.
Yeah, your brain
Your,
develops.
that frontal cortex, dog. You got it all there.
It just kicks in.
Get out.
It's over. Yours is done.
Am I the a-hole for returning the shoes I got for my husband after he accused me of stealing from him?
Excuse me?
Excuse me, I'm trying to do a nice thing and you think I'm a Steely Steelerson.
Come on. Man, that's egregious. That's egregious.
Egregious. My 29 husband, 36, is the breadwinner of the family. I stay home with the kids who are preschool age. He pays for the mortgage bills, household needs, food, kids needs, etc. He has a set monthly budget for each category and handles getting everything done. Recently, he has become overwhelmed and told me to handle grocery shopping, but before he let me, he asked me to write a list of all the stuff we need so we could calculate the total and also so he'd have an idea of how much I'll be spending when I take his credit card.
Makes sense, I guess.
I didn't have,
It's slightly OD. A little bit. We'll see.
but maybe he's trying to save for something. I don't know.
Yeah. True.
I didn't have an issue with that because this way we'd watch our spending habits. However, he said I'm never allowed to get something that isn't on the list unless I'm paying for it in some other way.
How about what if I want a donut, sir?
No donuts.
A Cliff Bar.
This guy is like, only I can tell you what you need. A little spooky right there. On Friday, I was doing some grocery shopping as usual and saw that the store had some nice shoes on sale. The price was insanely low for this brand. And so I decided to grab a pair for my husband, thinking he'd be happy with them since he needed new sneakers anyway.
Let's go. Gift time, baby.
I bought them, and when I showed them to him, he flipped out on me saying I made a huge mistake by buying something that was not on the list. I agreed with him, but I thought that since the shoes were for him, that it'd be different. He said I screwed up and shouldn't have bought those sneakers without even telling him. But in my defense, I said the price was so low. It's not like I spent $100 on shoes. And also, I saw this as a great deal and wanted him to have some nice sneakers. He plainly said what I did is considered stealing.
Excuse me.
Since he never consented to have those sneakers purchased and said I'm being irresponsible with money, that is why I no longer have an income and my spending habits need a grip.
That's crazy.
Well, bro, she's taking care of the kids.
Way over the line.
Yeah, I honestly, I was talking to Ariana about this. There's still more story, but I was talking to Ariana about this. Like, what do finances look like after kids? Because like, there's this Mr. Money Mindset like podcast guy where he talks about like him and his wife have separate bank accounts.
Right.
And when they want to do something together, they contribute a similar percentage of their like their wealth or whatever, or their income.
Right. Their respective monies. Yeah.
To that thing. And that makes sense to me. But when you have kids, it complicates everything because it's like, all right, someone has to maybe take a step back to take care of the kids. Right.
Right. Yeah. One person's not. Yeah. Earning as much. Yeah.
Sometimes, like, or a lot of the times that happens. Right. Especially if you agree upon it. And so, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what I don't know what the norm is, I guess.
I have no idea. I mean, right now it's easy. Me and my girlfriend literally just split everything down the middle.
Yeah.
Like, just whatever we get, we'll just cut it in half, Venmo each other the other half. With the kids, I don't know. It almost seems like you'd have to like change, like if one person's working, but then one person stops working. Like, I don't know. There's a lot of variables there.
Yeah. Yeah. Because essentially you're like giving up the income. I think what maybe would be better is just having like a monthly budget instead of like micromanaging it.
Yeah, or even just like, hey, we'll put money in this like kind of joint bank account and let it do its thing. Like, let's say we got whatever 20, 30K in that bank account, and then we just, without thinking about it, just okay, we'll buy the kids this and we've put in a preset amount of what we think is best for both of us
for the month, or
no, just like for a year or like whatever,
for
like
a
big bank account. You know what I mean? Like, well, let's put a bunch of money in here so we don't have to like think about every purchase. We just like swipe on that card or so. I don't know. That's hard. I'll have to think about that one.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea how like I don't know how finances work post kids.
It's different
because it's like so simple when it's when you're just dating or even when you're married and you still both have jobs.
Totally.
But if you're asking someone to stay at home, I guess it's like if you're asking someone, the thing that I guess makes sense to me is
if the other person doesn't work, they have to have some sort of access to money.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So it's like, whether it could be the whole thing, it could be part of it, like something.
Or you do like joint parenting where you both have like part-time jobs and both are part-time parents. That seems like the most fair.
I feel like at some point, like I would like to like take like when I have my first kid, I kind of want to take a little bit of a sabbatical.
Yeah.
Just like spend it with the kid and then maybe like, you know what, I want to take a month off or a few months off, like when he's 5 or something like that. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like different plot points like that, but we'll see.
Yeah.
It's an idea I have.
I feel like something that's good about what we're doing, right, is like we have the flexibility to be wherever we need to be.
Exactly. And this too is I'm also imagining I'm like 36 or something like that. Like this is like a decade down.
Way down the line. Yeah. Like ideally, I guess, this is not what everyone's position is, but like ideally you're financially stable enough to have that choice. Like that's the ideal.
Yeah,
dude, I don't know.
You're really mulling on this one.
Yeah, because it's something I was thinking about. I really just don't know how finances. I guess I should do more research on this because but also like I actually asked my parents. I wonder what they did because my mom worked part-time for at doing architecture for like as long as I've known her. Now she has a full-time architecture job post us going off to college, but she was always working during that time. And so like I see like that's my example. It's like my mom was always working. My dad was like the main breadwinner, but my mom was always working and doing stuff.
Mm-hmm. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out for sure. Yeah, we got a few years. The next day, I went and returned the sneakers and took the money back. He got home in the evening and lost it when he found out I returned them. He said he couldn't believe how petty and childish I was to actually do this. I explained I was just correcting my mistake. He tried to contact the store and was told the sneakers were already sold. He got even angry with me, but I told him that he accused me of stealing from him when I was just trying to do a nice gesture for him. He yelled that I had a lot of nerve calling what I did a nice gesture while using his money to do it. I told him he had no right to yell at me after I corrected my mistake and gave back the money he accused me of stealing. He threw a fit, then went out with his friends and came home late at night, still not talking to me. Did I mess up? Maybe I shouldn't have purchased them knowing they weren't on the list, but I just wanted him to have those sneakers and thought I was doing a nice gesture.
Bro, if this is how your significant other reacts to you buying sneakers, leave.
Yeah.
That's a fucking mess of a life right there.
Yeah, and he seems so he seems so controlling.
So like just over the top about everything.
Yeah.
Like I feel like, you know, if I do something else in a different area that's like slightly wrong, if he has the same reaction, like think about all the things that could like trigger him to go crazy. Nope.
Yeah, you should nope out of there. Nope the heck out.
Hell yeah.
Also, I like to like read one of the comments.
Yes.
Because I think it like summarizes some of the things that we don't like about this. So
Yeah. Let's see it.
So, not the asshole. With that said, something else to add. Get the hell out of there. I lost count of how many red flags there were in this short story. But just to recap, you have zero knowledge of and input into your family's financial situation by design. You have to get pre-approval for an action as mundane as grocery shopping. Acting even slightly independently was met with extreme anger and accusations. When you try to defend yourself, you were darvoed and berated. Again, acting independently, even to correct a mistake, was met with an equal amount of anger. The entire ordeal, you were kept emotionally unstable and purposely left with no resolution possible. My God, it's like LeBron and Serena hooked up and had a super baby, and the sport they played was abuse ball. Oh, and also Darvo is deny, attack, reverse victim, and offender. Short version, technique abusers use to make others, including think they are the wrong party. Effectively creates a shield for the abuser that is hard to articulate for the abused.
Interesting. I'll learn something new every day. That's the list. They summed it up perfectly. It's like, this guy's insane.
Yeah, this is really bad. Also, a lot. So this comment saying like, also a lot of people emphasize that it's his money. That thing,
right?
It's not his money if both of you are working. You just happen to work as a stay-at-home mom, and I think I agree with that.
Yeah, you like if one person's not working, what are they gonna do? Go on the streets and beg? Like they need money to do it, and like she's doing one of the tasks, you're doing one of the tasks, like, and it's a team.
Yeah, it's a team.
It's not like, oh my gosh, like how did like you decided to join with this person to go through life together, so it's like,
you know, I wonder what his spending habits are. Because like this guy sounds like a hypocrite.
This guy is buying like blow up dolls and Doritos.
Yeah. I love how that's like the first thing. Blow up dolls and Doritos.
Yeah.
Anyway, out.
See you.